All right, Collective, welcome to our Tuesday workout. We're doing a muscle clean and then building into a power clean day. So kind of big goal of this is that we really teach you guys how to extend through and pull on the barbell. Now, we talk a lot about extension of our hips, big jumps, all those things, big shrug, but we have to simultaneously be able to use our arms to the best of our ability to pull the bar directly to where we want it to go. A lot of times what we'll see is that people with their bar path will actually go up over and then land back on because they don't understand that you're in charge of that bar and you need to put it exactly where you want. So learning how to place that bar in your shoulders is super big. So from there and really getting to pull the bar, that's going to wake up our nervous system a ton so that we go on this power clean. You guys should feel extra explosive and extra strong on this power clean day. Okay, so we'll start off our warm-up. We're getting 3 rounds. We're going 250 row. We're gonna hop off. We're gonna go 10 upright rows. With an upright row, shoulder back and down, and we're pulling up, leading with that elbow and trying to keep our shoulder down and not have our shoulder shrug up as we go. So shoulder back and down, your shoulder blades are squeezed together in the back, and then we're pulling up each arm. We'll hop off the left, same thing, okay? From there, we'll go from the row to the upright row. We're gonna switch on over to a double deadlift or double single leg Romanian deadlift. Okay, so 2 dumbbells. We get on one leg. We're gonna straddle off the legs and hang on tight. Now the Romanian deadlift is gonna go just below the kneecap. So butt goes back. We hinge over top, just below that kneecap, and we stand back up. So 2 dumbbells. Trying to control down, so I'm looking for like a 2.5, 3 second tempo, so really controlling and owning that position. As you guys go throughout, if you start to feel wobbly or shaky, we can take this back leg, set it on the ground, and be able to control ourselves the best we can into that position. We're gonna finish off our warm-up in that first round, or really getting 3 rounds through, of a kettlebell halo. So I'm gonna show you guys with a dumbbell. We pass through, around the head, and we come back in front. Now with this, we're gonna go 5 one way and 5 the other. The big thing with a halo is that we're trying to open up the shoulders the best we can. This is going to build in that front rack. We did a lot of the chest yesterday. We got the pecs super tight with the bench, and then we did some banded stuff to finish off. If these pecs are tight and that shoulder stiff, that front rack's going to feel extra tight today. So as we go throughout this, we're going to try to rotate around, reach for the floor as much as we can, rotate back through and try to stretch and open. 5 one way, switch it up, 5 the other, and taking our time and rolling through as much as we can, okay? We finish that, we'll start with the muscle cleans. So if I take my PVC, which will be your guys' barbell, this can go from the floor. The big thing with this is that we have as much, this is like a push press. We get as much legs as we can possibly give. After we extend, it's all arms, okay? So I go from here, I extend through, and then it's pull and rotate. So if I do this fast, I get my pull, I even get my jump, and then as long as I land with my legs straight, that's what we're looking for. So again, notice my toes. I'm still coming up, I'm extending through, and then pull, 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 as I roll back. So again, fast here. I come up, 1, we're going for 4, and this should end with you guys having to use a lot of shoulders to make this pull happen. Now, the one thing that will kind of, as far as load goes, meaning you're going too heavy, is that if we start to overextend on the bar. So if I come through, and then I go like this, and I go, and you see somebody kind of rolling the bar. If you feel like you're leaning back and you're feeling that pressure in your back, we're starting to get too heavy to the point to where you're really altering your body to make a load happen, and we're getting past the point, okay? So, big extension, learning how to use the shoulders, and then use those biceps and the shoulders to finish off, pull and make that bar end where you want it, okay? We go from there, 4, 4, 4, 4, into a 4x3 power clean. Now, for each of these movements, we're building across sets, which means we're trying to go heavy. I really want you to load up that muscle clean comfortably so that we're kind of around like a 8 to 9 out of 10 of as far as how strenuous that feels. You know, if we're going for a max 4 rep, that would be your 10. So we're looking for that 8 or 9 being like 80, 90% of what that effort feels like. Okay, I've talked about that a few times. Let me know if you guys have questions on like what that phrasing means, okay? We get into the power clean. Now, the fact that we've really woken up these arms, now we get to, all we do is we add that I drop underneath. If nothing else changes and we add a drop, you're gonna feel real explosive real fast. It's a good way to really put all these pieces together, okay? So, again, as we get in the power clean, I'm comfortable with you guys going heavy on this. If you wanna itch a little bit and try to go heavy, as long as we maintain in a good position, we're landing underneath the rack in this thing, and You know, we have nothing crazy going on in the clean. Okay, we shouldn't fail today. So that's the rabbit that people change. Is anytime they get to go heavy, they try to max. And I can't say this enough. It's a real quick road to never lifting heavier. Okay, lifting heavy is not, especially Olympic lifting. I've beaten this to death. Lifting heavy Olympic lifting is not about maxing your Olympic lifts. You're strong in power lifts. We've learned how to be explosive and fast by drills, and we put all that together, and now we're a big Olympic lifter. Okay. We get into our move to the day for the day. This is gonna be a big core piece. We're doing a sumo deadlift high pull, which we haven't done in a while, and then it's all med ball core. So sumo deadlift high pull, it's 135 and 95. It's a heavier bar. So thumbs go together in the middle of the bar. Feet are wide, just like the sumo deadlifts or the sumo squats we've been doing on Wednesdays. That same stance. We get to the bottom, just like a power clean. We come up, we extend, and all we're working is the pull. So we're really beating this pull down today with the muscle, really focusing on pull, the power clean, and then doing even more with the sumo deadlift high pull. The sumo deadlift high pull is really good for teaching you how to time things out. So we extend, then we shrug, then we pull. We get this bar up to our collarbone, and we rinse and repeat for multiple reps, right? 135, 95, and then we got a med ball. We're going, grab my med ball, sit-ups and Russian twists. So if we have an ab mat, we grab an ab mat, ball goes overhead, touches our feet. Overhead, touches our feet. We do 14, and then we go right into Russian twist, okay? Now the Russian twist, it's every time you touch, so if you start on the right, it's right, 1, 2, 3. So it's 2 reps per, 2 touches per rep, if that makes sense. There's a bunch of ways, different ways to say that, but it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth as you work through those repetitions, okay? So, big core piece, we're sneaking a ton of core into this. With that sumo, we got back, we got the obliques, we got the abs turned on in order to hang that position. We got sit-ups, which you get a little bit like this upper rib cage and shoulders involved, and then all cores we sit up through, and then that Russian twist we hold and we make everything burn, all right? So have fun with it. Warm up as we kind of work through those, shoulder back and down the upright row. Get into the muscle clean, the power clean. We're trying to really challenge that the best we can. And then in this move, we're gonna burn the core out, okay guys? Let me know if you guys have questions. As always, have fun with it. And again, focusing on really extending and using those arms and muscle clean, that's the biggest thing for a day. All right, have fun, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.